Here from my home office, as we all are. So bear with me if there are any strange background noises or people floating around in the background of the door there. As you know, my certainly we're here at home with our family in the background, and life is going on. So, today my job here is to set the stage for the discussion with John. And I'm really looking forward to what John has to say of what's happening today in the design, engineering, and innovation world. My presentation here, just a few slides to set up, one, how we see R&D, engineering, design, digitally transforming, and then secondly, what is the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic currently, and also kind of in the near to long term. So we'll discuss those areas. So let me start with this first slide here, in three ways that we see here at IDC design, engineering, and R&D evolving and digitally transforming. Maybe I'll just take a step back for a second and talk about what do we mean by digital transformation at IDC? How do we define that? And it's really three things. It's finding new sources of innovation. It's secondly leading your organization, making decisions based on evidence, so having an evidence-based culture at your organization. And then thirdly, it's leveraging digital technologies, right? We call them third platform technologies, areas like cloud, big data analytics, mobility, cognitive technologies, AI, machine learning, 3D printing, and others are in that category as well. So we've seen manufacturers look to those technologies to advance their growth in the market, and they're even more critical today. So, with that as a backdrop, the three ways we see this area evolving are one, it needs to be more interconnected, right? Design and engineering can no longer work in an engineering work group. They need to integrate and collaborate and work with different domains in their organization, as well as their extended supply chain and value chain. It's automated, right? So having guided, generative, this is where AI begins to come in, closed loop design and engineering knowledge and data be transferred across that multi-domain team, that cross-value chain team, enables you to move more quickly, right, and meet that mandate of rapid innovation in the digital age. And then converged, right, the physical and digital working together, right? So digital models are nothing new to design and engineering. What's new is being able to take those models and leverage those for visually enhanced collaboration and communication across the organization, right? So there's this converging of the physical products, physical assets, physical resources, and enabling that communication in, as I said, a visual way. This is the speaking of visual, kind of the visual representation, our model of that cross-enterprise, cross-value chain approach to developing products, right? And so we talk about a digital thread. This is really what we're referring to, and this is how we think organizations are going to become interconnected, more automated, and be able to make decisions, much more quickly. It's just this need to work cross-domain. Just kind of building out that discussion a little bit more here, we worked on a couple of years ago developing a set of taxonomies for different industries, and then we also looked at specific roles in the organization. And in my case, I focused on the engineering and R&D domain or role, and took a step back and said, what are those new programs? Once these designers and engineers and manufacturing teams move out of their respective domains, what programs do they need to be concerned with and focus on? And you can see here a very varied set of programs here, from establishing a product innovation platform all the way to product experience curation, right? So we talk a lot about customer experience, right? And being in touch with customer demand, enabling that bi-directional collaboration with consumers, also with your partners in supply chain. And so it's a very diverse set of programs that these teams at different organizations you need to be involved with. The use cases are supporting, if you kind of build out the programs, these are the specific use cases that technology needs to be invested within. I'll provide the slides to the attendees today so you can look at this in more detail. I just wanted to give you an idea, kind of building out that cross program and initiative focus. So let's get into the impact of COVID-19. And manufacturing has taken a hard hit, as a lot of industries have. But if you look at discrete and process manufacturing, our quantitative group has estimated a substantial loss of potential revenue over the course of the pandemic, right? From mid March, let's say, until current day right now.